What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a very exciting brand new Liverpool transfer news video because Japanese sports outlets are reporting that Liverpool are preparing a huge 65 million euro offer for Takefusa Kubo, the Japanese 23-year-old winger who could be the Mo Salah backup and later Mo Salah replacement in the near or distant future. So we will take a look at all the reports and the specific player and his analysis and also what kind of statistics he produced, because this is a very exciting winger and this bid could be worth around 55 million pounds. And not only do Liverpool prepare this huge bid, they are also preparing a pretty big contract proposal to convince Kubo to join Liverpool. So if you are excited about this news, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new around here, and don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC. So the report is saying that Liverpool has interest in Takefusa Kubo, that's how you pronounce his name I think, and according to Sponichi, a Japanese outlet, Liverpool are not only preparing a huge bid, they are also preparing a significant contract offer. And since joining Real Sociedad from Real Madrid in 2022 for regular game time, Kubo has shown immense promise. Every season he's improving his metrics, his goals and assists, and at just 23 years old he's now one of the standout performers of La Liga, one of the best wingers of La Liga. Despite his young age, Kubo is only 23 years old. Kubo has the experience and skill to thrive in the Premier League, making him an attractive prospect to Liverpool. And also Kubo already has his Japanese teammate Wataru Endo, Wata as they call him at Liverpool, in the Liverpool team already. So integrating him into the Liverpool squad wouldn't be as difficult. And Sponichi, a Japanese sports outlet, is reporting that Liverpool are preparing this 65 million euro bid, which is 54.8 million for Kubo, which is a little bit higher than his release clause at Real Sociedad. I don't get why we would pay higher than his release clause, because if you pay just his release clause, which is 60 million, then that's enough. But maybe we are paying a little bit to Kubo as well to convince him to join Liverpool. The bid would not only make Kubo the most expensive Japanese player of all time, but also potentially the best paid Japanese player. The report claims Liverpool have drafted a contract of an annual salary, offering an annual salary of 15 million euros, which is around 240,000 pounds per week, which would make him one of the maybe top 5, top 6 best earners at Liverpool. Salah is on 350k a week, and hopefully if we offer Van Dijk and Trent new contracts, they would be around 300k weekly wages as well. But right now, if Kubo signed right now on 240k weekly wages, he would become the second highest paid player in Liverpool. But I think we are going to offer bigger contracts to Van Dijk, even Salah and Trent. And of course, one of the biggest motivations and driving factors behind this deal is the uncertainty around Mo Salah's future, because we still don't know whether Salah will sign that new contract or will he leave on a free transfer next summer. If he signs a new contract, how long will that contract be as well? And Salah has plenty of interest from the Saudi League, but nothing concrete yet. Salah is going to be in the Liverpool squad this season, just like Van Dijk and Trent, so we will negotiate with them during the season and hopefully all three of them signs new contracts. Takefusa Kubo is not just a signing for right now, but for the future, because Liverpool are planning long term without Mo Salah, of course, because however long he stays at Liverpool, 1, 2, 3 years, sooner or later we would not need to sign an absolutely brilliant right winger. And I said all along that if I was Liverpool, if I was in charge of Liverpool, I would sign a very talented right winger right now, so we could integrate him into the Liverpool squad and he wouldn't need to come in when Mo Salah leaves. Imagine a pressure if a player comes in to replace Mo Salah. I think we did that similarly, with Firmino and Mane as well, that we signed Jota and later Darwin Núñez, and Firmino was still at the club and they could integrate into the team. Or we signed Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo while Sadio Mane was still at the club, so they could integrate into the Liverpool team seamlessly. And here are the numbers behind Takefusa Kubo's performances. And this is compared to all the wingers in the top 5 leagues in the last 1 year. And he is, in terms of attacks, brilliant. Shot creating actions, 83% better than the other wingers. Expected assisted goals, 86%. And also, if you see his successful take-ons, progressive carries, and progressive passes, that's where he stands out. In terms of assists and non-penalty expected goals plus expected assists and non-penalty expected goals, is pretty low on that metric. Not in terms of non-penalty goals, he is in the middle, but in terms of XG, he is very low percentage-wise, which is very strange. But we will look at his career numbers a little bit later. But just to sum up, he scored 36 goals and 33 assists he got in 259 games in total, and last season he scored 7 goals and got 5 assists, 41 games. But the season before last season he had 9 goals and 9 assists in 44 games, so he's showing a lot of promise for the Real Sociedad team. Kubo's attacking prowess is highlighted by his impressive stats in assists and shot creating actions, with an 86th percentile in assists, 83rd percentile in shot creating actions, so he has a great ability to create goal scoring chances for his teammates. His non-penalty goals are pretty low, and that's where there is room for improvement in his finishing, so he's nowhere near the great finisher that Mo Salah is. But he's just 23 years old, so there is a lot of time ahead of him and a lot of room for improvement, and Kubo excels in ball progression metrics. His progressive carries and progressive passes are particularly impressive. This indicates that his significant role in advancing the play and positioning himself effectively to receive the ball in forward areas. And Kubo already got experience playing in the Champions League with Real Sociedad last season, and they have been playing in Europe pretty regularly. Successful take-ons at the 82nd percentile. Further highlights his dribbling skills and his ability to weave and navigate through defensive, his passing accuracy and his pass completion. Definitely there is room for improvement as well. His defensive contributions are mixed. His tackling and interceptions stats are at the 36th percentile and blocks at the 34th percentile, which might indicate a need for greater defensive work rate. But in the Real Sociedad team, Kubo was one of the star players, and he didn't need to track back as much and defend. And maybe if he plays the Salah role, as Salah doesn't require to be track back and defend too much, maybe that will be his role in the Liverpool team as well. But he can definitely improve his defensive work rate for sure. And Liverpool identified a new forward as a top priority for them in the new window, and also they want a left-footed, right-sided winger to come in so he could back up Mo Salah until Mo Salah leaves, and then Kubo could become our first choice right winger. And from a Liverpool fan's perspective, Kubo would be a very exciting, very electric player to be signed by Liverpool, because he is thrilling to watch. Kubo's skill set aligns perfectly with Liverpool's attacking philosophy. His pace and creativity would add a new dimension to the team, making them more unpredictable and difficult to defend against. Of course, he is a little bit expensive at £55 million. Signing a player who averages around 7 or 8 goals per season and 8 or 9 or 10 assists per season is a little bit too high for me. And also his salary, I don't think is justified that he would earn £240,000 per week. But we don't know how accurate these reports are of the exact transfer fee and the exact wages, so take it with a pinch of salt as well. But Liverpool supporters should be excited about the prospect of Kubo joining Liverpool regardless. And Liverpool have more than enough money going around that we can afford this deal. And if the Liverpool data analysis and recruitment and scouting team picked out Kubo as the player that can take Liverpool to the next level, or he can be the long-term replacement of Mo Salah, then I'm trusting the Liverpool scouting department, because we signed so many players that were really unknown quantities, and Kubo is already a star in La Liga. If you watch the La Liga games and the La Liga highlights, which I do, Kubo is very electric and very exciting to watch for Real Sociedad, so he would be a really exciting player to watch in the Liverpool team as well. And the chief executive Malta Malongo, who was the president of Mallorca when Kubo played for them previously, he once described Kubo as the Japanese Messi because of his low center of gravity and his ability to dribble past people and to weave through defenses and defenders. He sees things that other people don't see. He said the ability to see a pass and pick a long ball. He's a natural leader. He's comfortable with the pressure. He has all the ingredients to one day be a superstar. He didn't have the necessarily ability as like 20 years old to break through the Real Madrid first team, but in the past 2 years his reputation has grown immensely in the Real Sociedad team. In 85 appearances he scored 16 goals and 14 assists, which isn't great for isn't outstanding for an attacking player, because you would expect that in one season if you sign a player for 50-55 million pounds. So that's why I think he's a little bit overpriced for his output. By comparison, Salah scored 25 goals and got 14 assists in 44 games, so he has a lot more goals and same amount of assists in one season that Kubo has in 2 seasons. So Salah is still here and Kubo is somewhere around here. So if I had the choice, I would sign a player who has, like Bakayoko, who has same or similar goal contributions to Salah, but in a weaker league. But you could argue that La Liga is one of the strongest leagues in the world, and Real Sociedad don't create as many chances as Liverpool. So if he comes to Liverpool and he becomes first choice, he would get more goals and more assists considerably. Of course, his massive potential is clear to see, but he's starting to come good on it. But you wonder whether Liverpool's switch this summer might be just a little too soon. Maybe Kubo needs one more season to develop at Real Sociedad. Of course, he has a lot of attributes that Arne Slot likes in a winger, and Arne Slot at every club, in every season, he signed at least one winger, but sometimes even more, because he loves signing wingers and he loves playing with exciting wingers, and he's in the age range where the returning Michael Edwards likes to make his signings. So he's 173 centimeters tall. He already played 35 games for the Japanese national team, scoring 4 goals. His market value is around 50 million euros. I think that would be a more realistic price. Hopefully Liverpool can negotiate the price down with Real Sociedad. He has a contract until 2029, and as I said, this season that just finished, he scored 7 goals and got 5 assists in 41 games. Last season, or 2 seasons ago, he scored 9 goals and got 9 assists in 44 games. And when he was just 20 years old, he scored 2 goals and got 3 assists in 31 games. But this was for Mallorca, who were fighting against relegation. So that's all you need to know about Takefusha Kubo. Let me know, do you like this signing? Would you like Liverpool to sign him? What are your thoughts in the comments below? And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Good night.